Okay, here we're taking a look at the first part of the solo in Mary Jane's Last Dance, where Mike Campbell does a really cool thing that's kind of an unusual and sort of a difficult technique to work on when you first start working on it. It starts out with a double stop, meaning that we're holding and playing two strings, and we're doing on the G and the B string at the 7th fret. So our notes are these. Now the trick comes that he's bending these, but because of the difference in the tensions of the strings, and also just learning how to kind of finagle it, what you're doing is you're bending up, and what is happening is that your third string is bending up a whole step to this note. Your second string is bending up a half step to that note. So you're essentially going from here to here. And I know it sounds kind of impossible, but with a little bit of work, you can kind of get the feel of it. So I'm bending from here to here. I'm bending both of them at once. So it's quite a trick. But when Mike is doing it in Mary Jane's Last Dance, he's also taking some more double stops down here on your G and B strings on the 5th fret, and then a single note on the 7th fret of the D string, and back up to that double stop on the 5th fret of your G and B strings, and then back up to the 7th fret double stop with the bend. So it sounds like this. Then he repeats that. So I'm going to do that once more. So he ends off the second half of it with an A on the D string. Really fun lick. It's challenging, but once you get it, it sounds so cool. Okay, so now for the second half of the solo, he's basically playing, let's call it a dyad, because it's two notes. It's not a double stop because we're not doing the Chuck Berry thing, but what we're doing is playing sort of a melody line on the 2nd string or the B string, and that E string is staying open all the time. So it's, let me look back at the tab there. I'm gonna try and do it here. So if you see what's going on, I'm picking the B and the E strings, but I'm only moving around the melody on the E string. And I believe I'm going to get kind of close on this, but check the tab to be absolutely sure. So, sorry. So there's some hammers and pulls on the 2nd string at the end of the lick. So the real concept, though, that I kind of want to put into place is that you're playing two strings, but you're only playing a melody on the one string, and this can happen with any pairs of strings. There's a section of Taxman by the Beatles. The solo is So what's happening in that particular example is the D string is being played open, and I'm playing an octave of the D on the G string. So, whoa. And what Paul McCartney was doing there in that particular solo was kind of trying to approximate the sound of sitar. Kind of that was the time period when Indian music and ragas and sitar music were very prevalent. So anyway, I kind of digressed a little bit there, but these are some fun and interesting techniques to learn, and I promise you will be using them throughout your guitar career. Thanks for watching.